Welcome to today's deep dive. Usually when you read poetry, there's this expectation of a gentle transition into the text,
Mm.
like stepping into a warm bath.
Right. Yeah, it's supposed to be really soothing.
Exactly. But then you encounter these ancient spiritual texts, and suddenly you're just thrown right into the deep end. Okay, let's unpack this because the striking contrast here between absolute terror and ultimate peace is just wild.
It really is. I mean, you're confronting just total chaos in one line and then like profound serenity in the next.
Yeah, and that's our mission today. We are decoding a beautifully intense hymn by Guru Arjan Dev Ji. It's found on page 746 of the Sikh scriptures, and it's written in Soohee, which dictates a deeply devotional, very specific emotional tone.
Right. It's a very reflective tone. But the narrative here, it doesn't pull any punches. Before we can even understand the peace it offers, we have to look at the human condition it describes. The text drops you straight into a world that it calls a deep, dark pit that is all on fire.
Wow, a deep, dark pit all on fire. That is an incredibly terrifying image to just start off with.
Yeah, it's intense, and it ties directly into the concept of mayaa that's introduced right here. Mayaa is basically the illusion of the material world.
Right, and the text calls Maya treacherous, doesn't it? It compares it to a violent windstorm, which, makes me think about our modern world, like the constant bombardment of daily distractions, the endless wants, just the sheer information overload we deal with.
Oh, absolutely. It's a storm that constantly throws you off balance.
It really is. It's like being on a treadmill that speeds up the faster you run.
What's fascinating here is that the fire in that deep, dark pit, it isn't literal flames. It represents the consuming fire of human desire.
Oh, so it's our own desires that are burning us.
Exactly. That endless pursuit of more is the very thing keeping us trapped in the dark. We are the ones fueling the storm with our own attachments.
Huh. So we're basically just burning up our energy trying to control an illusion.
Right. And being trapped in that storm of desire naturally leads to a lot of anxiety about our actions, ultimate accountability. The hymn speaks of being so afraid to hear that the righteous judge of Dharma is so strict and stern.
Well, wait, let me push back on that a bit. If we are already struggling on this exhausting treadmill in a burning pit, isn't adding a strict and stern judge just, I don't know, unnecessary guilt tripping? Like, haven't we suffered enough already?
This raises an important question, actually. It is so easy to read that through a modern lens and just see religious guilt. But if you look closer, it's not about some angry deity just wagging a finger.
Okay, so what is it about then, if not guilt?
It's the heavy, sobering reality of moral accountability. When you are navigating a treacherous world, your actions have really intense consequences.
Ah, I get it. So the strictness is more of a wake-up call than a punishment.
Exactly. The strict judge highlights the absolute necessity of finding a true path out. Wandering blindly in the storm, driven only by ego, it has a profound spiritual cost.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So the panic is totally justified, but thankfully the text doesn't just leave us stranded in that pit. Facing the storm, the fire, and this stern judge, the hymn finally reveals the path to absolute resolution.
Right, the speaker comes seeking mercy and sanctuary. They essentially say, if it pleases you, save me.
Yes, and here's where it gets really interesting. There is a total shift in power here. The speaker stops fighting the violent windstorm themselves.
Yeah, they completely surrender to faith and guidance.
Exactly. And the resolution comes through the guru placing them on the path, grasping the support of the holy saints, and meditating to find the perfect Lord.
Right, it's a complete shift in approach.
But functionally, how does that actually get them out of the pit? I mean, you can't just outmuscle a hurricane of desire by sitting quietly, can you?
No, you can't outmuscle it. If we connect this to the bigger picture, the antidote to life's chaos isn't fighting the wind. It's finding stillness and sanctuary through spiritual meditation.
Oh, I see. By seeking the guru's guidance, you stop feeding the fire of your own desires entirely.
Exactly. The storm of mayaa might still be raging all around you, but it loses its power to throw you off balance. You transcend the chaos because your anchor is no longer in the material world.
Wow, you just step off the treadmill entirely? That forces a really hard look inward. So for you listening, when the fire of daily demands feels totally overwhelming, where do you actually seek your sanctuary?
Yeah, are you still trying to punch the wind, or are you looking for a real anchor?
Right. Because if grasping the support of the guru and meditating brings you to the perfect Lord, well, maybe that strict righteous judge isn't an external punisher at all. Maybe that judge is just the painful friction we feel within ourselves when we stubbornly try to fight the storm of mayaa all alone.